Have reoccurring or chronic pain. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, if you had a chronic pain in your foot, that means you're less likely to be able to go find food, means you had to store food until the body healed that chronic pain so you could go hunting and gathering again, right? Same principle still happen today, but we don't see that. Now in today's world, so many people have chronic pain, headaches, backaches, neck aches. Happens all the time, but that causes your body to store the fat.
So tell us about your experience with ND laser fat loss.
ND laser has definitely given me fast results. It's given me the drive and ambition to want to stick with my diet and my exercise. It's just helped me to get those fast results.
Great. So tell us about your actual results that you've experienced.
I have lost a total of 13 inches and 18 pounds in the 6-week program.
Awesome. And how was the program?
Good.
Was
simple. It's easy to follow, and seeing the results quickly is what will want to make you stick with it.
Good. And what would you tell others about our program?
That it works.
You think they should do it?
Yes, definitely.
Overeating. Nobody ever does that either, right? At home, on the holidays, we say to ourselves, oh, I'm so full. Oh, I can't eat another bite. And then what do? Where's dessert, right? Right?
What results have you seen?
I have taken off a little over 10 inches in the 3 areas that were measured, which was a little over 9% of my inches. So
what would you tell other people about our program?
That it's a good way to take off inches if they're having those problem areas, but to make sure that they have plans that they're still going to eat well and work out at the gym.
Overeating is another one that triggers our body to store the fat. Caffeine. Anybody here ever have caffeine? Coffee, sodas, tea? Guess what the caffeine tells your body? Caffeine tells your body, puts your body into that flight or flight response mode, that stress mode. And when you have to run away from a tiger in that fight or flight response mode, does your body care how fat you are? No, it cares about one thing. Get away from the tiger. Because if you don't get away from the tiger, it doesn't matter. You're dead. Well, the body doesn't know any difference between caffeine-induced flight or flight stress response mode and the old stress mode from, 100, 200 years ago. So when you have caffeine, it tells your body, you know what, store the fat. We can't deal with that right now. We need to deal with this tiger. How many of us sip on caffeine regularly throughout the entire day? Right? So these are all things, and we're only up to number 9. Anybody got 9? Right? These are all things that cause our body to store the fat. Why our fat cells aren't opening up to actually lose the fat. Right? Most of us know that, if we overeat and don't exercise, that's going to contribute to it. But most people don't realize that all this other stuff directly relates to how our body stores and processes fat.
I had a good experience with North Dakota laser fat loss. The staff was really great to work with, and I enjoyed my hours there 3 times a week.
Tell us about what results you had.
My results were really good. I lost 12 inches off my stomach, 3 inches off my thighs, and some off my arms.
And so what would you tell others about Bismarck's Biggest Loser?
I would say that Bismarck's Biggest Loser was life-changing, and that I would do it all over again.
Number 10. The no exercise or the wrong exercise. How many of us are guilty of no exercise? Right? And the wrong, some people, like we go to the gym and we work out, and we go to the gym and we work out, and we go to the gym and we work out, and we're still the same weight. Right? Because it's not just about exercise, it's about the type of exercise you do. Right? Now, any exercise is good for your overall health, don't get me wrong, but when we're talking about specifically with weight loss, right? There's specific things that we need to deal with as far as exercise. And if you're not doing it, you're not going to lose the weight.
Well, my experience with the program, including the Biggest Loser program, has been really good, and it's been a great way to jumpstart my weight loss.
What results have you seen?
So far, I've lost over 17 pounds and 10% of my body fat.
And what would you tell others about the program?
that it's a good way to get your mind into the right frame of mind for losing weight, and it's a good way. It forces you to stick to the program because you've got appointments and schedules, and it's really a good way to get going if you're looking to lose weight.
Stress. Number 11. Anybody on their toes yet? Right? Anybody have stress? Right? Today's world is a stressful world. And what happens with stress is the same thing. 100 years ago, when did we have stress? Well, we had stress when what? We had some little short-term situation, a tiger, a snake, a bear, a whatever. We had to get away from it. And then what happens? We went back to our life and there was no stress. Right? But in today's world, the way we live our life, there's stress with almost everything we do, and that causes your body to store the fat.
It was a positive experience. I lost a lot, and helped me change my lifestyle.
What results did you see?
I'm in better shape. I lost a lot of weight. Lost a lot of inches.
How many inches?
16 inches.
For a total of what percent loss?
11%.
11%.
Almost 12%, yeah.
So what would you tell others about the program?
It's a good program. It helped kickstart your weight loss.
Poor sleeping habits. Anybody ever have that? Right? Stay up late, get up early, not get enough sleep, get too much sleep. Right? When you have poor sleep, it doesn't allow your body to trigger those hormones that actually allow for fat burning.
So tell me about your experience with ND laser fat loss.
It was a good program to go through. Easy. You can follow it pretty much just like anything else. If you read it, follow up with it, you should have no problem.
Great. And what were the results you have with ND laser fat loss?
I lost, what did you tell me? I lost 9 inches or something like that?
6 inches, yeah.
6 inches and a lot of toning. It was pretty easy, even though I had certain limitations.
And what did you just tell me about your stomach and your pants?
I have never had definition in my abs ever in my lifetime, and I am now seeing that. And the pants I'm wearing now today I haven't worn in probably 2 years.
Good. And what would you tell others about the program?
If they have trouble losing weight and have a problem area, it's a lot easier to do with ND fat loss.
13. This one, everyone should raise their hand. Right? Count another digit on your toe or your hand, whatever number you're at. Toxicity is a huge reason why. One of the liver's primary jobs is to deal with fat, burning fat, getting rid of fat in our body. But the problem is in today's world, we are so toxic that the liver can't, it can only handle so much. Right? The liver can only do so much, and if it's constantly trying to get rid of all the toxins we put into it, it doesn't have time to deal with other things like how much fat do we have. Right? That's just what happens. And if you don't do a regular detox program and you don't live on, top of a mountain somewhere, and you don't use cleaning chemicals, and you don't use perfumes and deodorants and makeup, and you don't, put, shampoos that are toxic in your head, and, you don't have all that stuff, okay, maybe you don't have to do a detox program. But otherwise you do. If you don't have paint in your house that has chemicals in it, if you don't have carpet that's been treated with formaldehyde and pressed woods in your entertainment center, and everything in today's world is toxic. Our liver was designed to get rid of toxins, but not the amount that we put into it today. 100 years ago, what did we have for toxins? What? Coffee? Alcohol? That's about it. Tobacco, maybe? That's all we had. Our body could deal with that. Our body can't deal with the amount that we're putting into our systems in today's world without help. Right? And so toxicity, most people, if they just simply do a cleanse or a detox program, they'd start dropping the pounds, because here's why. If you have toxins that your body can't deal with, that your liver can't deal with, it wants to put them somewhere that's going to be the least damaging to you. Agreed, right?